Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Underrated Mages. They'll be doing a video discussing 10 strongest fairy tale females. Now, when it comes to fairy tale, we already know that the females, they're definitely fan favorite characters. And I'm gonna be honest, one of the reasons why the females are fan favorite isn't because of their strength. Let's be honest, a lot of people, they love them for the fan service because Hiro Mashima, the author of fairy tale, he does draw them in how should I say this, very explicit ways sometimes. That's why people really do enjoy them a lot. But no, in all seriously, we do know that fairy tale, they're females. They actually have a great cast of females for when it comes to an actual shonen manga, because when it comes to a lot of shonen or just manga in general, female characters, they don't really get too much shine, and if they do get shine, it's only like a couple. And really, some female characters are really just like, you know, kind of weak, and you know, they're not as strong as others. But with fairy tale, this is a series that actually does a good job at like drawing good and like strong female characters. So today I want to do a video discussing who I think are the top 10 strongest females in fairy tale. Now, this video is going to be an all-out video, and basically that means that there are going to be manga characters in there. So there are going to be moments when it's anime only. I'm going to give you guys when it's manga only news. So I'm going to give you guys a little heads up if you guys want to mute the video when that comes. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Now, coming in at number 10 is Mavis. And I know some people might be like, whoa, Mavis? Why do you have Mavis on this list? Me personally, I don't think that she's necessarily like the strongest when it comes to brute force, but you can't sleep on her tactical skills. Yes, we know that she was recognized as basically like a war god simply because of how tactical she was, of how smart she was. We know that she was able to save fairy tale a whole bunch of times back in the day. She was basically seen as that dude when it came to predicting and being able to map out all these other tactical reasons how to fight. So I definitely do gotta have Mavis up here, and not to mention the fact that she is fairy heart. Like, yeah, she was fairy heart, and yeah, definitely do gotta say that Mavis, she is highly slept on when it comes to being strong, because a lot of people, they look at her and they just straight up think, oh, you know, she's not really hyped up when it comes to her strength, so she's not really strong enough. But her ability is also pretty OP too. Like, for to a certain extent, it's kind of OP. You know, with the whole illusion things, we saw that it worked on, you know, some people in Fairy Tail Zero. But yeah, I definitely do think that Mavis is highly slept on when it comes to the 10 strong, or when it comes to just being strong in general. I don't know why, but if you're one of those people who sleep on Mavis, wake up. Coming in at number 9 is Wendy, and Wendy, this one might piss a lot of people off simply because she's a dragon slayer and all those other things. But me personally, I do think that Wendy, she has grown a lot. Like, before, she definitely wasn't like on this list. Like, when Wendy was first introduced, she was nowhere near being top 10 strongest. But now, yeah, she definitely did evolve. She became a monster. We know that she has dragon force now, everything. So Wendy, she definitely did do a huge upgrade when it comes to strength, and I definitely do gotta say that she's one of those characters who had a huge glow up. Like, in terms of strength, she had a huge glow up and she became very strong. I definitely do like, she at this point, she's going on like a 100-year quest with the other group of people. So yeah, definitely do gotta say that Wendy, she is definitely very strong, and the fact that she's a dragon slayer also helps her out a lot too. So that's why I have Wendy at number 9. Coming in at number 8 is Lucy. Now, Lucy, I know some people, they might really dislike where I place Lucy. Some people might think, whoa, you put Lucy way too low. We know that Lucy, she's gotten way much stronger. And then some people thinking, whoa, you put Lucy at 8? That's way too high. But me personally, I feel like this spot is perfect for Lucy, simply because she's not necessarily like the strongest when it comes to like the females, but she also isn't necessarily the weakest too. This is somewhere around the middle-ish range. But Lucy, what more do I have to say about her? She definitely, well, I said that Wendy had a huge glow up when it came to strength, but Lucy, hers was just impeccable. Like, she's on another level when it comes to her upgrade. Like, we saw how basically fodder she was when she first came into Fairy Tail, but now look at her now. She saved the guild countless times, and not to mention the fact that she does have a whole bunch of celestial spirits that are active. Like, now that she knows how to use like Star Dress, and like, you know, she's able to summon the celestial spirit king, even though that does come at a huge cost. I do gotta say that Lucy, she's definitely up there for one of the strongest females. I definitely gotta say that she is, it's actually good that she's up here because she is a main character, and I'm actually happy that she was put on this, that you know, she had a huge boost in strength, because it shows that, yeah, a female main character is also known as one of the strongest. So that's why I have Lucy at number 8. Coming in at number 7 is Kagura. Now, Kagura is definitely a slept on character. Like, she's very slept on. That's because she was kind of introduced late, but at the same time, I believe that she definitely is a monster. Like, she was battling with Urza at the Grand Magic Games, and she was seemingly on par with her. Like, yes, she was on par with Urza at the Grand Magic Games. We all know how that turned out with the whole Minerva coming up and like sneak attacking, but nonetheless, Kagura, we know that she also was basically, she was hyped up by Urza herself. Like, Urza herself, she acknowledged Kagura's skill. You know, we know Urza, she's a huge Kagura fan. Like, Urza might be the #1 Kagura fan in the series. We know how much she loves her. But yeah, Kagura, we know of her samurai skills, how dope she is and everything. So that's why I gotta put her on this list, because I do think that she is one of the strongest. It's sad that she doesn't get as much screen time as much as I would like her to, but yeah, I definitely do think that she is one of the strongest females in the series. Coming in at number 6 is Mira Jane. Now, Mira Jane, this is also another slept on choice, and this is simply because we know that Mira Jane, she's basically given up fighting. Like, she's basically at a point where she doesn't really fight as much. But we do, I don't want to necessarily say give up on fighting, because she still does fight and help out with the guild, but we do know that she basically doesn't fight as much as the others. She doesn't train as much as the others, and this one is kind of a letdown, because we know how strong Urza is. Like, Urza, she's broken, massively OP, but we know that back in the day, Mira Jane and Urza, they were basically, you know, they were rivals. They were rivals back in the day. So I think it would have been dope if we got to see what would happen if Mira Jane actually did keep up with the fighting. She actually did train as much as Urza. Maybe we could have 2 characters that was like Urza. We'll have an actual Urza and then a Mira Jane, because I think if Mira Jane trained as much as Urza did, yeah, she would definitely become broken too. So I'm actually a little bit sad that we got robbed of seeing a character that would be so great like that. But nonetheless, Mira Jane, I gotta put some respect on the name, and I gotta have her at this place. Now, the next person, number 5, is Brandis. And this is going to be a manga spoiler, so anime only. If you want, you can mute the video. If not, you can keep on reading. I'm not going to go, or I said read. You keep on listening. I'm not going to go too in depth. But Brandis is basically one of these freaking 12 members, and her ability power is so broken. Like, she basically has the ability to like shrink and just like basically change the size of anything. Like, we saw what she did to Island. She was able to completely shrink Island, you know. So yeah, Brandis, she is definitely very OP. Only thing is that she wasn't really utilized enough when it comes to like her character, like simply because we know about her whole like she was basically torn when it came to fighting up against Fairy Tail and everything. So yeah, Brandis, her ability OP, very dangerous, but I am sad that she kind of we didn't get to see like her fully use her power, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, Brandis, I had to put some respect on her name though and have her at top 5. Coming in at number 4 is Urza. Yes, now I know a lot of people, they see Urza and they see a broken character. They see a character that's way too OP, but that's the exact reason why I have her at number 4, because she is OP. She is very broken. I do think that Urza, she is definitely so OP. Like, when it comes to it, it's crazy, because we already know all the things that she has, over 1,000 armors, everything, you know. I don't even gotta go. Having armor that can like bend the space of she basically has way too many armors, and one of those really OP. So yeah, I definitely gotta say that Urza, she is one of the strongest characters in Fairy Tail. A lot of people, they see her as the strongest female. Me personally, I do think that she's the strongest female in the Fairy Tail guild, but I can't put her at that strongest spot, because yeah, we know of a couple, or at least if you're a manga reader, you're gonna find out. Yeah, I'm just gonna move on. So Urza at number 4. Coming in at number 3 is the Maurya, and this one is another manga character. Actually, the rest of these from here on out are going to be manga characters. So if you're an anime only, you can either stick around, or you can mute the video, or you can just straight up dip, because these are going to be manga characters after this. But the Maurya, we basically know that her ability is so broken, so OP, you know, being able to control time, and I mean, that is just as broken as it gets. So I definitely got to put her up here. I had to put her over Urza just simply because of her ability. So yeah, the Maurya, she's definitely strong, OP. She's definitely how should I say this, very broken. Coming in at number 2 is Anna. Now this one should be a no-brainer because Anna, we already know how strong she was. Like her magic capability, being able to use, she has an enormous amount of magic power, being able to like time travel, you know, open the portal, everything. Anna Hartfield, I definitely do wish that we got to see more of her earlier on, but nonetheless, she's definitely very strong. She's still a strong character, a strong female for Fairy Tail. And last but not least, I gotta go with Irene. Yes, Irene, the one who basically started Dragon Slayer magic, and Urza's mother. Yes, we do know that she was basically the first, or one of the first Dragon Slayers, but she's basically seen as the mother of all Dragon Slayer, and she's similar to Acnologia, whereas she can basically, you know, like switch in between dragon and human form, and yeah, she actually can do it and have complete control over herself. So I definitely do gotta say that Irene, she is definitely a monster. She is definitely the strongest female. We've seen what she could do, Universe 1 magic. Like, just take away, even if you take away her being a Dragon Slayer, all the stuff that she can do, yeah, that is still, she still would be OP if you took away her being a Dragon Slayer. So overall, let's face it, for the top 10 strongest females in the Fairy Tail series, who do you guys think should be on this list? Do you guys agree with my list? Do you guys disagree with my list? Comment what you guys think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.